Welcome to today's episode of the comment section, where the internet never sleeps and forgets. You know, if people are talking about it online, it is my business to let you know what they're talking about. From conversations in art and entertainment, sports, politics, and trending word on the streets, Nigeria and beyond. Trust me, I'm going to give you back to back. I'm your host and official mouthpiece, T-Shine. This is the comment section because the internet always has something to say. Welcome to the comment section. It's your official mouthpiece, T-Shine. It's really going to be an interesting time out with me here. Now let's take a quick trip on what's trending. What story made it to my list this week? Let's see.
Let's go.
One of the hottest stories is a Ghanaian woman who gave birth to 23 children who is now asking for help. Spyro, the music artist, aka Jesus Boy, also made it to my list. What has he done this time? All of this and more on today's show. We have tea and throws, Unfiltered with your favorite celebrity, and of course, History 101 for my history lovers. We'll return shortly after this break. Don't go anywhere. Alright, welcome back. You know that the internet never sleeps, neither do I, because it is my business to keep you updated. Now to the first story. Let's see what's going on with Spyro. Singer Spyro shares his strict Christian standards for music collaboration. Speaking during a recent interview, Spyro also recalled working with singer Sade on their song. And in his words, I quote, "When I did Sweet with Sade was promoting it in some kind of funny way. And I called him. I said, Sade, give your life to Christ. And he said I should continue my own while he faces his." And that has actually raised some contemplations, speculations, deliberations on the internet. Now let's read some comments from Instagram. Let's take from Lucy_NG, who says, "Oga, rest. But you married who you met in a nightclub. As if everyone working with you would tell you they smoke or drink. Deputy Jesus." We also have Tiny from Instagram who says, "Who cares, Oga? Move with a fry akara, beg." And we take a last comment from Omoposh01 who says, "Jesus baby." Now to the netizens and audience listening, watching, let me know what you think. Do you think music artists should create boundaries and they should create that thin line between being gospel and being secular? Let me know in the comment section. We move on to the next story from Spyro. Now we move to Japanese mayor. All right, we have Shoko Kawata, the mayor of the Japanese city, Yawata, who is pregnant with her first child and plans to take maternity leave. She's the first mayor in the country's history to do so. Kawata's choice has prompted a national debate about the hurdles that women are still facing today, discrimination against young mothers, which is so common. And there is this Japanese word for it that I learned also. It is called matahara, or maternity harassment.
Nice.
Now let's take some comments from diaspora. This is Vladimira Masinko, rightly on Instagram, who says, "So important, she does take that maternity leave for all of us who could not." Also, Mel Bell on Instagram says, "If men had to give birth, paternity leave would be 2 years." Now we take a last comment from Language Daily, who asked the question, Japan, the same place that's struggling with low birth rates? Wow. Now, we don't know whatever it is that's happening in Japan, but yeah, we have a woman who is so strong that is saying, "I'm going to lead the way so that other women can rest." Let me know what you think in the comment section. I'll be waiting to see every of your opinion. Now it's getting more interesting. We have the Clap Back and Teach You segment coming right next after the break. Welcome to Clap Back and Teach Rose, where we look at celebrities, personalities, and public figures who refuse to stay silent online. They thought, okay, I'm going to teach a troll a lesson, but then people really forget celebrities are human beings too, until the clap back lands. So now let's see what's happening and what's trending. This is from Messi, aka who had an interview. In a quote, she said, "I got my BBL in 2018 because of the trend and peer pressure."
That was easy.
But you know netizens will not rest. So someone had to react to that particular post. And this is currently your boss who reacted immediately. As big as you are, you're still being controlled by peer pressure. Normally, not be everybody where they popular be celebrity. But since we crown every Olodo uprising celebrity, then it's all right. Now you know some netizens didn't hold back, questioning how a full-grown adult could let peer pressure dictate such a major decision. How, really? What are your thoughts on honestly? Is it refreshing to hear a celebrity admit this, or do you agree with the critics? Let me know in the comments. We'll move on to the next rose. This is from Sophia Momodu on a Snapchat, who says, "Let me breathe." Sophia Momodu tells a follower on Snapchat who asked a disrespectful question about her source of livelihood. And this came from Debbie on Snapchat, of course, who says, "For how long would you keep selling your body to live?" And immediately Sophia Momodu replied, "Debbie Adekoke, I've just arrived, please. Let me breathe before you start with your weird projections and stalking. Una know the tire." And then we have another question from Chidera, I believe is a fan, of course, who asks, "Why can't you arrest them? Go to Facebook and see how they are destroying your name, Uncle Dele and your mom." And she replied with this long one. I see you guys writing me all the time to say, arrest this person, arrest that person. However, the last time someone was taken into custody and confessed, I realized it was pointless. I'm busy, my dear. Besides, no one throws stones at a fruitless tree. Now, the truth is that they are at war with themselves, not me. So now you know that clapback is for sure a good medicine to clean up some trolls. Yes, that's it about tea trolls and clapbacks. Don't forget to follow us on our social media platforms at Favorite TV and to stream this broadcast on YouTube at Favorite TV. More comments online coming your way. Don't go anywhere. We're back live in the studio with Tea Shine. It's the comment section. Yes, because your point of view is my cup of tea.
That's all right.
Now trending online are photos of two lovers smiling and kicking happy after the lady was presented with a bouquet filled with books. Can you imagine that? So now here is the handle on Instagram and X as well. This is Bill Bay, who says, "My BF give me book bouquet. Oh my God," with so much exclamation. Matter of fact, Yaba left online, gave us offline gist and posted with a response from OT Pessimon, who says, "Nonchalant men, you begin to hear voices in your head till you run fully mad." Wow. And then we got comments rolling back to back. This is from Asa O, who says, "No man is nonchalant. He is chalanting elsewhere." Do you think so? Let me know what you think. Also, Esther Michael says, "Let's just call it a bouquet instead of books bouquet." And also the real Tifair says, "The men in the comments saying things like Niger girls don't appreciate this kind of gift." Again, another stereotype, which is a form of Olodo uprising comment. All right, this is a whole lot of bands back to back about men. Let me know what you think about this, whether you would love to have a book bouquet, money bouquet, flowers, or you want a G-Wagon. All right, moving on to the next story. We have actor Priyanka Chopra, who has sparked discussion on gender roles and domestic responsibilities after a quote attributed to her gained traction on social media. In a quote, "Cleaning and cooking aren't women's work. They are basic adulting. Don't confuse gender with laziness," the quote reads. While many welcomed the message, others debated whether social attitudes towards domestic work are changing real fast. All right, let's take some comments from Instagram and X, both. We have BBF, who says, "Obviously, she had to say this because not all women are married to men their son's age." Wow. We also have Umawama, who typed, "Men in the comments proving that they aren't men." We'll take two more comments before we move on. Ishahan Kuma, who says, "Did she lie?" And he typed, "No," emphatically. And we have Raja is alive, who also typed, "As a man," and agree. So we'll bring out the question to you. As a man, do you agree that both men and women should take the church together? All right, let's take a quick break before we continue with the Unfiltered segment. Don't go anywhere.
From your very first day in secondary school, to campus dreams that kept you awake at night, to that first job interview that changed everything. From traffic on 3rd Mainland Bridge to quiet midnight thoughts under an open sky. There has always been one frequency riding with you. Rhythm 93.7 FM didn't just play music. We scored your moments. When you celebrated, we turned it up. When you stumbled, we lifted your spirit. When the nation held its breath, we stayed present, informing, connecting, caring. Across Lagos, Port Harcourt, Benin, Abuja, and every heartbeat in between. One rhythm, one sound, one family. And now, beyond borders, streaming across continents, connecting Nigerians in the diaspora and global listeners searching for the sound of home. We didn't just grow, we grew with you. Through weddings and wins, through heartbreaks and hustle, through late nights, early mornings, and everything in between. Because it was never just radio. It's lifestyle, it's culture, it's connection. More music, less noise, more feeling, more life. This isn't just a station. This is your rhythm. Rhythm FM, growing with you everywhere.
You're welcome to today's episode of the comment section, and you may want to call it comment section specials because we have a very special guest with us today, and it is unfiltered. You know, there is no packaging, there is no use of any fake accents. We come exclusive and say it as it is and as it's hot. So yeah, we have our special guest in today's comment section in the person of Dami Adenuga. He's not affiliated to Mike Adenuga, if you're asking. But yeah, he's an internet sensation on X, on Instagram, on all social media platforms. You see that name, that Dami, that is being cropped on blogs. Whenever there's a response, whenever there's a post, there's a retweet, there's a reshare, it is the Dami we are talking about. So you don't want to miss any part because it's special. You don't want to miss any part at all. I'm your host and official mouthpiece, T-Shine. Stay tuned with us. You're welcome to today's episode of the comment section, and of course you know the internet always has something to say, and so if your point of view is right there on the internet, it is my cup of tea to spill the tea. Yes, I'm your ray of sunshine and official mouthpiece T-Shine, your host of the comment section, and because this week is going to be something special and the Unfiltered segment, guess who our guest is? But yeah, I'll be introducing him to you very shortly. Right here in the studio with me is our very own internet sensation. He's the old person that has the comment section on X, on Instagram, on Facebook, on TikTok. Which other platform? Maybe say YouTube. But then he's here to spill everything. You're welcome to the show. No.
Thank you for having me. My name is Dami Adenuga, a media executive and PR strategist. We help brand and talent connect with their audience and tell their story. I am live in comment session with T-Shine.
Yes. All right. So talking about your experience in the industry, that's a whole lot of profile right there with your vast experience of over 2 decades. Matter of fact, I want to believe people do not know that. So how would you say you've developed tough skin for your social media platforms?
Well, over time, I got to like before when we started, we get emotions, we attach emotions to comment section, but right now I don't think there's anything I can see on the comment section that can actually like make me budge.
Okay, so if you're saying you don't have anything that make you budge, I remember earlier you made mention of some experiences that you had, and one particular experience. Did that not touch you?
Yeah, that was then, but not really, because I handled it. In fact, a lot of people will tell you that they don't even know, because if I had come out to respond to it, it's going to escalate, but I just had to just let it slide, and sometimes you just walk by law.
All right, so can you share a little tidbit of that experience, that particular story?
Okay, one of it is
that very one.
When I was traveling, so I tweeted 2 guys mouth to mouth and all of that, and I posted it out. Is this where the world is going to? And the next thing, I jumped on the plane, and the next thing someone replied that, you don't throw stones when you are living in a glass house. And another person quoted the tweet saying, but you were in my DM asking me out and all of that. But then I was already airborne. So I think when my handler saw it and a lot of comments, oh, Dami, you two, you're part of them and all of that. So probably because of how the comments were like, so he had to delete the tweet. So immediately he deleted the tweet. It causes more havoc than this thing. So there were a lot of damages. So when I landed, I saw people, so many calls and all. I had to, what's going on? When I saw it, I reached out, I was like, how will somebody be calling me who I'm not? So I understand that these people have their own community, so they're just trying to, like, get into my nerves and all that. So instead of me escalating and all of that, so I just said something that, oh, you said that I'm in your DM doing this, you can just provide the screenshot of our conversation on DM, and I let it like that, and I just let the law do the remaining, and and we killed it.
So the gay or no gay conversation was killed right there.
Yeah, it was killed because we arrested the person.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was arrested, and when I even saw the person, trust me, you even want to like help the person because it's not
actually.
Yeah.
Okay, so talking about the Olodo uprising culture that we have now, it's already a trend here for the past weeks that we have. People talking about the Olodo uprising culture, and different creators now bringing value to the table regarding their content, and maybe moral decline all of a sudden just because of the kind of content that we put out there. What's your take on that? And comparing it to the kind of comments that you kind of see on your own platforms and other platforms as well, what's your take on the Olodo uprising culture?
So as for me, I think I'm different. The reason is mostly I think every creative should be original, should find their niche. And I think recently, Facebook, people that receive revenues from Facebook, they were complaining that the payment has really dropped. And here is why, because the metric is saying everybody is doing the same thing, right? So which means there is no originality. The world does not need a version of another person. They need a version of you, just you. So a lot of people, they don't know what their calling is. They're just doing the same thing. And of course, either Olodo or not Olodo, there is something they call entertainment. I grew up watching Yoruba movies, Nigerian movies like Babasuwe and all of these guys. It's not that they are always funny, saying some sort of things that it's not even adding up and all that. But then because they are entertaining us, we watch them, we grow with the old distance, but then there's still a little bit of true talks in whatever comedy they are doing. As for me, I just believe whatever you are doing, how you are doing it matters. So how you are pitching it out, you can try to be a madman and still be communicating the good things while still being in the position of a madman or trying to act like a madman. So that is more important. It's only when you are constituting nuisance that is when I feel like, oh, it's not supposed to be. And no matter what, whatever your hustle is, in as much as putting food on your table and it's not causing any harm to anyone, and it's not causing any harm to the next generation, and I don't think I have any problem with it, either Olodo or
non-Olodo
or bookworm, however it is.
All right, so whether Olodo or a bookworm, whichever it is, so long you're having a legit way of making your money and putting food on your table. So for many of us that may be asking, who is this person that is giving us yaps 1 or 2? This is Dami Adenuga. Matter of fact, if you ask me, I was thinking maybe he has a correlation with Mike Adenuga, but unfortunately not. Yes, this is a sensation on Instagram, on X. This is a Dami on Twitter that whenever he tweets a particular post, everybody gets to react. And yes, we'll take a quick break, and when we return, we'll continue with the Unfiltered segment in the comment section. All right, you're welcome back to the Unfiltered segment. Yes, it's the comment section special because we have a very special guest indeed, and in the person of Dami Adenuga, who has a whole lot of profile, but yes, it works behind the scenes, doing all of the work, all of the PR, but yeah, he's the one representing on social media and all media platforms. So yes, Dami, let's continue with our show, continue our conversation. You look dapped up, by the way.
Thank you, same as you.
Thank you very
I
much.
like
All right.
the high school kind of vibe.
Of course, now, we're always dripping as per the vibes. That's how we do on the comment section.
Indomie.
No, don't call us Indomie generation. You don't do that. No, don't do that to us. We are learning to be patient. All right, real quick, talking about farming engagements. These days, everyone is all about the Elon Musk money. Everyone is all about TikTok content creation in order for us to make money. I just want to make it sharp. Okay, yeah, I'll have to use the word Indomie generation now.
Thank you.
So, if you had not mentioned 20 years of experience, right, I wouldn't have known. I'll be like, oh, you just gave me sharp, and then you just got all of the farming. People that really want to do this engagement thing, how would you advise them to be more patient until they get what they want to, see as a result?
Okay, so for the record here, me being in the industry for 2 decades, it's very for when I joined. When I joined Twitter, I was around 2009, so close to 2 decades, of course, as well. So, but then, this whole farming, because of revenue, it's becoming alarming. A lot of people, sometimes when posts go up there, even from me as well, sometimes when I post or, it comes like, oh, some people come at me because you want to farm, because you need engagement and all of that. And I do tell people that know me, Twitter it's not even up to 1% of what I do. It's just a place for me too. So it was when I figured out that, it is also another means to generate income. Then I had to just structure a system around it, So, but then I think the space or the government or the ecosystem, before it gets more, is it time bomb right now? So that probably there should be a policy that could guide people, and thanks to Elon Musk right now, so unlike before that when you post any content, whatever engagement you get, you are fine with it. Right now, if I post something and you post that same thing, whatever you make is coming to the original person that made the post. So now it slows down how people just create engagement. But then of course some people will just pick up a story that they know that the bad story is when they post it out there, people want to engage.
But I mean, bad news sells. What do you expect?
Of course, when they want to engage. But then, I'm not saying you should not sell your market, but whatever that is going to damage another person's image or damage another person's tribe, I think we should just caution down on it and take a tone down about it.
Okay, that makes sense. So talking about your DM, what's one weirdest message you've ever received to your DM? Whichever one you can think about. Weirdest DM direct message you've received.
I think that was a few days after my marriage. I don't like talking about because a lot of people.
Oh, so it's exclusive here.
So a few days after my marriage, and I got a DM. I don't know the lady, and she was like, "Oh, you rush go marry. I go still knock you."
Okay. That's wild.
Funny enough, I thought, it was, just a joke, or, I didn't pay attention to it. I realized that weeks after, sometimes I would just wake up to some sort of noodles and all of that. I was like, So immediately, before there's a test of fit.
Okay, yeah.
I have to flee.
Exactly, you have to flee.
So I had to block the account totally. Like I had to block the account. Yes.
Okay. Yes. So for the noodle sellers,
yes,
Dami just made mention it is blocked directly because you cannot come and test its fate. All right. We'll quickly go to a quick break. I will get into the next segment. All right, welcome back to your official mouthpiece t-shirt right here in the comment section. Because it is special, we have our own social media sensation right here live with us in the Unfiltered segment. Because no packaging, there is no forming of any accent. We are saying it as it is. Matter of fact, you heard that exclusive gist about his marriage, and then onto the noodle sellers. That one is really wild. So, Dami, why are you looking like this now?
I just feel you.
My director already said you are calm, so I don't want you to be calm anymore because this seat has to be hot. Exactly.
Okay.
You have to bring it hot. You are not a calm person now.
It's okay. I'm too, plenty people in one body.
Guy, you just confessed. Okay, so now talking about yourself now. You said you are many people in one person. So what's your social media life like from the real person that we see? But I know this art is a representation, but yeah. So is your real life different from social media, or social media is about you branding? Or how many lives do you have on social media? How many lives do you have in real life?
So on social media, I think I have plenty lives.
How many?
So I have the PR life. When walk. When you see me, familiar with my Instagram, you see when I am walking, you see the PR life, right? So on Twitter, that's another life entirely.
Okay.
One.
That one
so
is
I
Giro
can call that
Republic.
one Giro Cruise.
Cruise.
You
Giro
understand?
Republic
Just
life.
cruise, you understand? So they used to say, if your body no tick, no put body.
No put body.
Just cruise, you understand?
Yeah.
If you give me gas, I can give you
Booze.
and I can decide to just chill,
Okay.
right? So then, but real life, I am totally different from all of this. Real life, I'm totally. There is a lot of real life thing around that people don't even. People in the industry, they don't even know. I keep to myself because, of course, whatever you value, you have to keep it.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm totally different from the whole social media and the likes.
That one word you have for a troll, you know we have many trolls right there on social media. What's that one word or a sentence you have for a troll right now?
I really don't know. I just
Don't worry, cast it.
The word that I just know is everybody will be all right.
To a troll?
Everybody will be okay.
So there's no word of caution?
Everybody will be fine. I have one post that I posted. There's a lady, her husband bought her a Lamborghini, you know, she was just, and I think her husband told her, don't post, right? So she, out of excitement, I think she posted it on TikTok. So I posted it on Twitter. And immediately I've been getting, I didn't even check. People have been sending me DMs and all of that. So now because of that post, right? So people changed I was saying, oh, men, this is one of the ways you can appreciate your woman, your wife. And the street of X changed the narration to, oh, she is not because of BBL. She has washed bum for the husband. Which work is she doing? Which this is that, you know? So I think her husband saw that post. I was like, this is my wife. And, you know, and of course, if you're a man, you won't like stuff like that. And I was like, I told you not to post this thing. So they wanted me to take, so it took me almost like 3 days before I could see the message. So when I saw the message, I don't even need any prophet or imam to tell me that there's fire burning already. They're on the mountain with them.
True.
So I just had to apologize and, you know,
took it down.
Yeah, just take it down. You know. I meant well for the post. You know.
X community village, they turn it upside down.
Exactly. So that was the reason why I said everybody
will be all right. Oh, now I see. Oh yes, thank you so much for that. And it's a wrap in today's episode of Comment Section Unfiltered, because it is specially made for you. Hope you had a very good feel of the conversation, because me in particular, I did, especially that part where he said the noodle seller. Man, that's a wild DM message. But yeah, this is how we call it a wrap. Don't forget to follow us on our social media platforms at Silver TV. You can follow me also at _tshine1 to always drop your comment, likes, and to say one thing or two that we do right there on the platform. Do not forget, remember to think before you type. Stop cyberbullying, because it is what we need to make the world go round. This is me signing out. See you in the next episode. Your official mouthpiece, T-Shine. Stay fab. All right, welcome back to your official mouthpiece, T-Shine, live in the comments section. To wrap up our main stories, let's travel all the way to Ghana, Accra, where the drama is. Ghana people, Akwaba. All right, we have a pregnant mother of 23 children who is appealing for financial support, saying the cost of caring for a large family has become so overwhelming. And now the woman, she's had 10 pregnancies with her husband, a mother of 7 sets of twins, 3 sets of triplets. Do the maths. Now, she explained that the attempt to prevent further pregnancies through family planning were so unsuccessful. You know what I did immediately? I jumped into the comments. We have different hot takes in the comment section. Now, let's check it out. We have Nanae Kwiatiwa. I think that's a Ghanaian handle. Guys, send your donations to orphanages. They need it more. Let's stop enabling stupid behaviors. We'll take another comment from Nina Pretty 13, who says, real mother Abraham. Abraham has many sons. Okay. Now we take another comment. Alassane Sinabu, who says, mother of all nations. And we have someone who had to tag Guinness World Records. This is from FX Kobe, who typed, Guinness World Records, please come over here. Oh. And then Asuma Francis responded, where is the husband? We need to have a meeting with him. All right, because we know this is a really, really, really dramatic story. Let me know what your comments are in the comment section. I'll return shortly because History 101 is coming right up. You're welcome to History 101 class. Before we go, let's learn something real quick. Watch this.
Do you come with two teachers? No. You were not informed too? Eh? Continue. No problem. God will see us. There is God. There is God in everything we are doing. Those bloods that are sharing in Bronu will answer. What of two teachers, WAEC, what of two teachers that can tell us that they conducted that exam? Do you come with any? Principal? No, too. You waka come. Okay. Now the first lady is calling you, come, I want to help you. Come to find your child, your missing child. Will you keep quiet? No. Child, there is God, oh. There is God, oh. The bloods we are sharing, there is God, oh. There is God, oh. There is God, oh. There is God, oh. There is God, oh.
In 2014, during one of Nigeria's darkest national tragedies, former First Lady Patience Jonathan made the now famous statement, there is God, oh. She made the iconic statement, there is God, during a televised meeting in May 2014. She was emotionally addressing the principal of the government girls' secondary school, Chibok, and other stakeholders following the tragic abduction of over 200 schoolgirls by Boko Haram insurgents in Borno State. Now the big question is, do you miss Patience Jonathan from watching that video? Now it's left to you. Let me know in the comment section. And that's it on today's episode of the comment section. Which story was your favorite and what's your hot take on it? My favorite was a Ghanaian woman with 23 children. Tell me what you think in the comments below. Share with me your biggest highlight of the show. Don't forget to follow us on all our social media pages at Silver TV. You can also follow me on Instagram at _Tisha and want to drop your comments. Best believe your comment will always make the headline. I'm your host and official mouthpiece T-Shine. But then before I go, remember, think before you type. Stop cyberbullying. Until the next episode, keep it real in the comment section. Thanks for watching.